Welcome to Flip Lesson 78 for the 6th grade, as today we look at capacity and understanding the relationships between different sizes of containers. All right. So on the left you see some information that you need to copy down into your notes. This is going to be very helpful. Right? 1 gallon equals 4 quarts, 1 quart equals 2 pints, 1 pint equals 2 cups, and 1 cup equals 8 ounces. And we're going to use this little table here to help us figure out a number of different problems. And we'll start with this example problem. It says a half gallon of milk is how many cups? All right? Half gallon of milk. And so to do this, what we need to do is we need to start to understand our conversion rate. Right? So we're looking at half of a gallon. Right? And to understand that, we're going to compare that to our table here. Right? 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. So half a gallon must be, first of all, we want to transfer it to quarts. If you have half of a gallon, you're going to have half the number of quarts. So that's going to get us to 2 quarts. However, our question wants us to get us all the way down to cups. So if we have 2 quarts, our next step is to now convert it into pints. Right? So if 1 quart is 2 pints and I have 2 quarts, I must now have 4 pints. Right? Because 1 quart is 2 pints, so 4 quarts has to be 4 pints. However, the question wants us to get to cups, so we have to convert again. So now we have 4 pints, and now we're finally at our spot where we want to be when we want to get to cups. Right? It says 1 pint equals 2 cups. So if we have 4 pints, that must be 4 times 2 to give us a total of 8 cups. So in the end, we see that a half a gallon of milk is equal to 8 cups. And we use those steps to help us solve that problem. Now, along with our U.S. standard system, we also have the metric system. Metric system is a little simpler with all the different ideas. We have milliliters and we have liters. And 1,000 milliliters equals 1 liter. And we can use this information to help us solve problems. It says Johnny had 4 2-liter bottles of grape soda. How many milliliters of grape soda did Johnny have? So the first thing we need to figure out, before we can convert to milliliters, first we need to know the total number of liters. Right? And so we'll use the information from this. It says 4 2-liter bottles. So I have 4 times 2 liters, which is going to quickly give us 8 liters. Right? 8 liters. From here now, we can say, okay, if I have 8 liters, we want to change that into milliliters. So if 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters, then 8 must be 8 liters times 1,000. Right? Multiply these two ideas together, which is going to give us 8,000 milliliters. And so there is an example of how this might work out. The key thing here is working with conversion. Converting from one unit, like milliliters and liters, to the other, right? That comparison. Or it might be back here how we converted multiple times to get to our final answer. Then I'll leave you with 2 sample problems today as you work through this and figure out the idea of how capacity works. All right? Looking at those different things. That is lesson 78.